Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Look at you, Sleeping Beauty. You having a good time? Yeah, I know. Not exactly the most comfortable of, ways to wake up, but hey, the sun is upon us, and, it's about time that we got ourselves on the proverbial road, so to speak. Oh, I know. I promised you coffee. Well, fear ye not. The water's brewing, and I'll have it with you momentarily. Now, I have to admit, it's not the best stuff, but it'll wake you up, if nothing else, eh? How's that leg of yours? Well, don't just tell me. Show me. After all, you are my dedicated patient, are you not? Oh, well, I'm glad those stitches have held. And the bandages don't seem too dusty, given how you were thrashing in your sleep. Did you have some nightmares? Oh, I can imagine. I know. Well, you did have quite the tumultuous time yesterday, did you not? Yeah. Do you want to go back and look for survivors? I haven't seen any glow on the horizon for a while, but I am also quite concerned. Yes, I can be concerned. You may not be a friend, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that I'm a completely heartless individual, you know? There's business, and then there's having a sense of humanity. And as I said, I'm quite concerned. I want to make sure you get to the medical office as quickly as possible. Okay, well, I've packed everything up while you were slumbering into the night. I'm surprised that a scorpion didn't crawl in your mouth the way it was hanging out like that, eh? Well, fear ye not. I've got the exact cure for a dry mouth. Here, have some coffee. Fantastic. Well, of course it's hot. You've literally just watched me boil the water. What were you expecting? Good Lord. Would you like a cigarette? Well, there you go, you see? Well, take this here. There's a cigarette. You can have the one I just rolled. I'll get myself a new one, and we'll take this old stick from the fire. Still got some embers going. I kept poking it throughout the night, you know. Yeah, of course you can You never lit a cigarette off a fire before. Good luck. Just put the tip to the end. There you go. You see, just look. Give it here. Right. Watch me, okay? So, you put your cigarette in your mouth. And you put a little bit, you see that? Blow on it. There you go, you see? See how it is still full of embers, eh? Well, put the tip to the end of your cigarette and inhale deeply like this. Yeah, you see? There you go. Now it's your turn. Okay, there you go. Put it to the end. Just like that. Few sharp, deep breaths, quick. There we go. Okay. Fantastic. Good Lord, it's like you never had a cigarette before. You haven't? Well, color me impressed that you didn't cough up a lung. Just take it easy, alright? These cigarettes are not exactly for the faint of heart. Nothing better than a cigarette and coffee in the morning. What? Those birds? Oh. Oh, don't you worry about them. They're the vultures. They tend to circle anything that they think might be food. I'm surprised you haven't seen them around the ranch. No? Okay, no, fair enough. I suppose it's very rare that there's too much death around a ranch, eh? But they'll circle for a little while. Probably could smell your wound in your leg there, but it'll be alright. They'll scupper as soon as they realize we're quite alive, okay? Yes, that's the way that they work. They're kind of like the Grim Reaper in the way that they can smell out death. But I wouldn't worry too much. You're not quite dead yet. Pale a little, but nothing that a good coffee won't sort out. And, hey, let's get on the road and, make our way to town, shall we? No, you take your time. That's alright, I'll pack up these things. You enjoy that coffee and cigarette. And, well, I'll get everything sorted and ready. Then, when we're all done, we'll jump on old Sally over there and trot our way into town, shall we? Yeah? Okay, sounds good. So tell me, I never did catch your name. What is it? Oh, really? Oh, well, that's not exactly the name that I'd call a child of mine, but, hey, if that's what suits your parents anyway. You don't like it? I'm not surprised, to be quite honest with you, but all the same, it is the name that your parents gave you under the light of God, eh? Well, what would you like to be called? Hell, all remnants of whatever you called a home is up in smoke. It is naught but charcoal now, I can tell you that for nothing, but, maybe a good chance for you to have a new start in life, eh? Become the person you always wanted to be. There's nothing quite like a fresh beginning, where a person makes themselves anew, sculpts themselves like a delightful work of art, eh? You don't know? Come on, you gotta have some kind of idea of what you'd like to be called. Interesting. Well, that is quite the choice. I'm not sure it'll take on, but hey, if that's what suits you, who am I to criticize, eh? Though I have to admit, I may decide to call you a nickname by the end of this journey. You know? Anyway, shall we make our fond farewells to the vultures and head on into town? You know the way, don't you? Do you know how to tell a direction in the desert? No? Well, fortunately, this desert is quite strewn with rocks, which means that you've got a relatively good state of knowing where things are. There are plenty of them out there that all look the same. You see the little rocky outcropping in the distance there? That's north. How can you tell? Oh, well, the sun rises in the east and it sets in the west. So in the morning, wherever the shadow lies is west. In the evening, wherever the shadow lies is east. And that way you can always tell where north and south actually is. You can do it as well by sticking a stick in the ground if you've got no vegetation around you, you know? Yeah, you see? Nice quick way to understand where things are, eh? Okay. Now, we're gonna have to be really careful here. Because as much as old Sally is a good and sturdy horse, I want to make sure that you're comfortable. I've made you like a temporary saddle at the back here using some of the blankets and what have you. Obviously, you're going to have to move your legs around those saddlebags, but, oh, do you know what? I'm not sure. Let us rebandage that wound of yours, because I don't want any grit or grime getting in there while we're riding. After all, horses do tend to be, somewhat gritty and grimy in the desert, eh? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's nice and clean at least, but then I suppose it was only a few hours ago that we got this sorted. Don't think you need another fix of brandy just yet, and if I can help it, I'd rather you didn't have one for another while. Do I know this? Of course I don't know this. I'm not a medical man by any stretch of the imagination, but hell, I suppose if it's a choice between your leg and the brandy, then I suppose your leg will win out. But it'll cost you. You see, suddenly you're a little bit more apprehensive. What will the brandy cost, eh? Well, it's only a couple of days' ride to the next town over. I think we'll probably be alright, Oh no, we can't go too quickly. First of all, I wouldn't do that to poor Sally. And second of all, you don't want to injure yourself anymore, do you? Don't worry, we'll stop off. I know there's a watering hole just northeast of here. We can head down there, scare away whatever critters happen to be drinking there, and then make sure that we get nice and rested. No, the water's alright. You do have to boil it first to kill off any germs or critters that happen to be in there, but it's alright, it just adds to the flavor, Okay. Right, okay. Ready? I'm gonna tighten up this bandage now. There we go, I know, but trust me, the pain means you know you're alive. Okay. Shall we get you on the horse? Right. Okay, Sally. You be nice now. She's a skittish type, bless her, but, she seems to have taken to you relatively well. Right. You've ridden a horse before? Of course you have. You come from the ranch. Okay. You get on up. If you need my help, you let me know. You okay there? I see you. Of course, the horse just keeps moving. I thought you would have known a little bit more about horses having worked on the ranch. What exactly did you do over there? I see. In which case, forgive me for not understanding your lack of experience. Could I offer you my hand? I know, what a kind gentleman I happen to be. Right, foot directly into the stirrup. No, not that foot, the other foot. There we go. Swing your leg over there. There we go. And we're on. Fantastic, there we go. Don't think I didn't know you were gonna do that. Sally, come on back now. So, trying to escape, are you? Take all the things I own and ride off into the desert. Well, I can't say I blame you, but as you can see, Sally is a well-trained horse. So, you did know how to get on the horse. You have had some experience in riding, but it was all a ploy. You know, I have to admire the tenacity of it. Wise individual that you happen to be, but not smart enough, no. After all, I've got a very well-trained horse here. Aren't you, Sally? Yeah. You're my girl, and I look after you, don't I, baby? Yes. It looks like I'm gonna have to add to your tab, my dear friend, for the audacity of trying to leave me in the desert. You know, there's part of me that just wants to shoot you between the eyes right now, but hell, I could do with some amusement. If nothing else, I've got a debt that needs paid. So I suggest that you, don't do anything quite so stupid again in the future, eh? Yeah. Now, shuffle back. There we go. Now I'm gonna climb on up in front of you now, and I will take you to the nearest town. But I will tell you right now that, any funny business, and I will happily leave you in the desert. I'll make sure that wound reopens and those vultures will suddenly have a meal. It'll be slow and it'll be painful. And don't think you can stick me one while I'm right in front, alright? It wouldn't be the first time I've been stabbed. And though I don't want to do it again, I can handle it. There we go then. In which case we seem to have found ourselves in a nice arrangement, okay? You trust me, and I'll make sure you get where you need to go. You can trust me because I've got a debt to collect. And if nothing else, I like to protect my investments. All right then. Are you ready? I would ask if you're comfortable, but suddenly I don't care anymore. All right then. Let's make our way over, shall we? Come on, Sally. Let's go. Go find that watering hole. This was part 2 of Stranger in the Desert, read by Eric Vo.